Hey everybody, this is Jason, Zombie Collector Extraordinaire, doing another bindo reveal of players that I collect. Like I said in my previous video, I don't talk about a lot of these players on a regular basis because I'm focused mostly on the Japanese guys. But I'm a huge Greg Maddux fan. I have quite a few Greg Maddux cards. So we're going to go through that. And when I show my binders, these are usually base cards, insert cards, oddball stuff, any of the quote unquote high end or rookie cards or short prints or numbered cards usually, as I do my air quotes. And they're in top loaders and other parts of my collection. So sometimes I'll get cards in here that might actually be worth a decent little amount of coinage that I don't know about. But generally speaking, these are just, your run-of-the-mill cards. So with no further ado, let's get to it. So we got the gold card there, the score, Gold Rush. Got a couple award winners, chicken dinners. And as you'll probably see on this, most of these binders, there's no real rhyme or reason. You'll have years and decades all mixed up. You'll have inserts with base cards. It's just usually me adding them into the collection as I get them. Some people who know me and know my collection will send me, other players that I collect. So I will mention them from time to time. So that obviously changes it up because if I get an update or a better quality card, then I'll go through and move the cards around and take out the lower quality card and replace it with a better quality card. I've shared the story before, but I was at the game where Maddux in Cincinnati, he was about ready to pitch his 300th winning game, but he ended up actually losing, and it was so hot, such a hot day. It was miserable. We had to stand in front of these big mist fans, and it was just like a July summer day. It was miserable, and I think it was at Great American Ballpark. I'm pretty sure it was, and man, I thought I was not gonna make it out of the park. It was so miserable, but I was trying to tough it out so I could see Maddux hopefully get that 300th win, where it ended up not being the case because they end up losing, or he was taken out of the game and then the Reds came back, and then maybe the Braves did win, but he didn't get the win. I can't remember exactly how it shook out, but it was packed because it was possible 300th win. We just happened to get lucky and go to that game. We did not know at the time we got the tickets it was going to be it was him going for 300. So it was a really fun game to watch. I think it was the only time I ever saw Greg Maddux pitch that I'm aware of. So here's a picture of quadruplets. They cut them all apart at birth. Luckily, they have survived, but somehow they did end up fusing back together, become a four-headed like Hydra. So that one's kind of a scientific amorality. Just kind of weird how that worked. Leave it to Atlanta to have science, some kind of freaks of nature. They should be more in a circus, some kind of sideshow, than on a baseball field. And then you got our heroes have them gold in them. Got that gold card. Maddux likes the gold, as you see right here. Here's some more Hall of Gold. Pepino, man, he's a big fan of the preview cards and the sample cards. So a little shout out to Caesar, the greatest American hero I've ever spoke with before, come in contact with. That guy is a true gentleman. Sorry for maybe some of the shakiness. I am trying to hold the phone without it being shaking all over the place, but you probably don't feel that. You're probably thinking, Jason, that was pretty painful, and I do apologize. Yeah, when I saw that Maddux went to the Padres, that always as well confused me. Did not like that he went to the Padres. He was a Cub and a Brave, in my opinion. I actually think he went to the Dodgers as well for maybe towards the end of his career. Oh, there he is, actually with the Padres and the Cubs. I was just talking about that. So here's an opening day. Red. Then we have the, I guess, Walmart or something. I don't know, Target blackout. And then the regular base card. Like I said, guys, sometimes these might be short prints or a little bit higher end variations. Maybe. Maybe not. So unless somebody tells me or I stumble upon it when I go through them later on, I don't really know. This card has a lot going on right there. Strikeout King. That's a Fleer Ultra card. Has a lot of gold. Chicks dig the long ball, guys. That's what some people say. And then we have this little mini poster of Greg Maddux, which I'm not gonna get out, but it's a little mini poster of him. That was popular. There was, I don't know if it was like they were packed in cards or how I got them, but I have maybe 8 of these little mini posters of players. He doesn't look too happy in that picture. He's like looking off and just like, what is this? What is this? 3 Hall of Famers on 1 card. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Greg Maddux. The legend right there. I like that Gypsy Queen of him. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Like I said, I am trying my personal best to not be super shaky with it and also to kind of go somewhat slow so you can see the cards. This one's pretty awesome. That fire, that was like a real pain in the butt to put it in the 9-pocket sleeve because there were so many little jagged edges. I didn't want to rip something apart. I think they're called laser cards. But that's an awesome looking card. I need to get that graded. I like that Bowman's Best. I like that he's a pitcher, but they have all these baseball bats there on that Pinnacle Zenith. And then you have that EX see-through card there. Hopefully I'm helping some people see different cards they may not have owned or had or didn't even know about. If people are still even watching this video almost 10 minutes in. I'm trying not to sound like Jason Voorhees and breathe super, super heavy on here. Trying is the operative word. I like this right here. This thing is kind of cool. I like that Topps Gold foil. I've always enjoyed that card. I think this looks really cool. Reminds me of me being a kid. This card right here might be numbered, and so is this card maybe. I don't know. This Donruss Diamond King and Elite cards. I can't remember if those are numbered or not. I like the national checklist. That's a good one here. The Untouchables. Untouchables. Here's your food and beverage cards right there. The Kraft Singles and Cheese. Then you got a Tombstone Pizza card. Then you got the gold next to the base. Tombstone Pizza. Do people remember that? Man, that was a popular pizza there back in the 90s. It seemed like Tombstone was everywhere. Then we got Strike Force. Was that Strike Hard, Strike First. No retreat, no surrender. I'm sure I just slaughtered that. Slaughtered. We got the Denny's food issued card. That Fleer Tradition Glossy is awesome. I've always liked that. It's a really good looking card. This Upper Deck Classics card right there, the top left-hand corner. Enjoyed that card. That card is a good-looking card. Also like this Fleer Ultra top 30. But man, this Pacific, Greg Maddux, look at that. There's all kinds of trippy stuff happening on there. There's greens and yellows and reds and pinks and blues. I feel like I'm in the movie Dazed and Confused. And here we have the hologram or foil next to the base. Way back when, if you all been a member of my channel or subscriber and member, you know, I have a special handshake too. You guys remember I opened up a box of this, like Donruss 1995, and I hit what do you call that, hot pack, and I pulled out like 10 of different cards of these Dominators or whatever, and Maddux is one on there. Maddux, Musina, and Cone. That was probably one of my biggest surprises I've ever opened out of the pack. There was all kinds of ball players in those, and that was one of the cool cards I pulled. I think we're heading towards the end. This is a Fleer Glossy and the Fleer Non-Glossy. This one has a weird texture to it. These were inserts I pulled out of that Fleer Update 1996, I believe, update. This has a lot of trippy stuff going on there. You can see it or not, it has a lot of trippy stuff happening on there. I just realized those are baseballs. After all this time I'm looking at this, I never really paid attention, but those are actually baseballs. This is what happens. I like this metal universe. And I think this is my last page right here. There you go. That's a cool card. This came out of the Chicago National from back in 2005, I believe. I'd never seen that card before. There he is. It looks like there's another Maddux Topps Chrome. This was an insert card or some kind of Topps Stadium Club, I believe. Insert I'd never seen before. Kind of a rare looking card to my knowledge. And then I have these last two cards up here. As you see behind, we have a special guest showing up for next video. But I'll end up on those two last cards. Very cool looking last couple cards of Greg Maddux. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed.